What is going on, everyone? It's Nero again, here for you, some Call of Duty Black Ops 2, and this week's episode of Dear Nero, a weekly series here on my channel where essentially you guys send me in fan mail, fan questions, if you will. I feel as though it's a good question, I feel as though it's an entertaining question, I go ahead and answer it. I'm sure the question you guys all have for me right now, Dear Nero aside, is why is it snowing? You're playing on Town. Town is filled with fire and lava and death. Why is there snow? You know why? Because this is a holiday-themed episode of Dear Nero. Christmas was yesterday, so we're going to do a holiday-themed episode. If you guys remember back to Halloween, we had Spooky Vision. You guys remember Spooky Vision? I thought it was funny. Some people either really got the joke and thought it was funny, and then there's some people that thought it was like the worst idea ever. So Spooky Vision, if you guys don't remember, was essentially the worst perks in Call of Duty history were on your screen. Like there was like Dead Man's Hand, One Man Army, Danger Close, and they were just flashing back and forth at you saying Spooky Vision like the entire episode. I can understand how it could be annoying. It's a reference to an old South Park episode. Either way, I thought it was a cool idea. We decided to tone it back just slightly for this holiday episode. We're gonna put a little snow. I mean, it looks, it's festive, it's pretty. But for this week's episode of Dear Nero, every question will be a holiday themed question. There's only a couple of them because I didn't get too many holiday themed questions, but there's only a couple of them. But they're all gonna be holiday themed. But before we get into that, I'd like to take this time and thank you guys for doing that gift idea I had for my cousin and my brother. That was a really neat thing. I was really excited about that. Apparently they got tons of messages. They did. Apparently they got a lot of messages wishing them Merry Christmas on Xbox, which is a neat idea. I thought it was a really neat idea. And I want to thank you guys all for that because I was, I'm just in a position where I can, ask you guys, and potentially hundreds of people would send these messages and they came through from around the world. People are sending them messages saying Merry Christmas, and for for that one moment, they had a slight idea of what it's like to be me and to be able to talk to people from all around the world, which is just a phenomenal, amazing thing. Love you guys. I don't know. I've already said many times YouTube's amazing, but let's hop on to this week's episode of Dear Nero. First question. He writes, Dear Nero, what was your favorite childhood Christmas memory? Ryan from Illinois. P.S. Love your videos. I've been around since the Black Ops days, and I can't wait for the next year. So when I read this, I thought, like, what is my favorite Christmas memory and what's my least favorite Christmas memory? I think I know both. So my favorite childhood Christmas memory is being a child at Christmas. Isn't Christmas like the best holiday ever? I can remember probably from the ages of like 5 to 10, Christmas was really, really, really good. I mean, I guess it was alright when I was like 11 and 12 and 13 stuff. I mean, it's still good now. I'm 21, but when you're younger, Christmas has like a different meaning than it does when you're older, right? When Christmas comes around, when I was younger, I used to watch like so much TV, and I would watch like Nickelodeon and Disney Channel and whatnot. So I've seen every Christmas episode of like every show like leading up until Christmas. Once Christmas actually comes, little things like little traditional things we do in my family, like we would like sell cookies for Santa Claus, and we'd go to bed early, and we'd go out to my great grandmother's house actually for Christmas Eve, and we'd spend out there, and we'd see my dad's side of the family out there. Just Christmas in general as a child is my favorite childhood Christmas memories. That makes sense. I mean, when you're a child, Christmas is a lot more fun. I mean, it's still fun now, but it's not as fun as when you were a kid. And my least favorite Christmas memory, oh boy. So one year, my entire family had the flu on Christmas. It was miserable. It was god-awfully terrible. That year, I actually got my favorite gift. I actually got a PS2, right? I was so excited. We got the PlayStation 2 when it came out that year. I'm so excited for that PlayStation 2. Really wanted to play it. I got a bunch of games with it. No. I grabbed it, didn't even take it out of its box. So once we went down, we did make the effort to get downstairs. We made the effort and opened up our presents and whatnot. After that, we went right back upstairs and went back to sleep. And I didn't even honestly play that PlayStation 2 until like the next day, I don't think, because we were so sick. We all had flu. Like, everything's heavy, it hurts to move kind of flu. It was miserable. But, whatever. Next question. He writes, Dear Nero, if you were an elf and you had an elf name, what do you think it would be? So my first response is, of course, Nero, right? Nero. Why would I not name myself Nero? I mean, Nero seems to work for everything, especially as an elf, Nero. But I thought that was kind of lame. So I decided to go to find a website that which you would basically just type in your name and it would let you know what your name would be. So I found this website called Quizopolis.com. You type in your first name, you type in your last name, and it'll let you know what your Christmas elf name is. And apparently, my Christmas elf name is Batty O'Leary. It sounds like an Irish elf's name, but that's my name nonetheless. So I wanted to participate with this with you guys. So I'm putting a link to this website in the description. It'll take it so you guys can go take the poll, and it'll tell you what your Christmas elf name is. And you guys can let me know in the comment section below, what is your Christmas elf name? I thought that would be kind of a neat idea. But yeah, apparently I'm Batty, Batty O'Leary. O'Leary, O'Leary. Which is a weird Christmas elf name, but that is my Christmas elf name nonetheless. Next question. He writes, Dear Nero, what is your favorite and least favorite Christmas present you have ever received? Riley from Canada. So probably my favorite Christmas present of all time was that PlayStation 2. Even though I was too sick to play it the first day I got it, the PlayStation 2 was like the ending of a long journey of saving up money for that game, or for that console. So we were never like overprivileged children. You know, I didn't say, okay, the PS2 is coming out, can I have it now? No, it wasn't like that. It was a matter of, okay, you want the PS2, you save up your money for it, you work for it. You know, so I did allowance, and I would do like little side jobs and whatnot for like, you know, family members. I was younger. Obviously, like nothing like backbreaking or anything, but it took a while to save up, because you know, every time we got any form of decent amount of money saved up, you know, Pokemon cards and Yu-Gi-Oh cards and Beyblades. Who you guys remember Beyblades? Those would just come up, and I would then spend money on that. And so eventually, it took forever to get that PlayStation 2. It did, until eventually we got it on Christmas, and I was super excited for it, because we didn't even expect it to get it on Christmas, and we did. We got the PlayStation 2, and I was super excited about it. And that's what really, you know, got me into gaming, was PlayStation 2, because that was the first console I had. Well, actually, I had the PlayStation 1 prior to that. PlayStation 1's alright. PlayStation 2, if you guys ever played it, was much better than the PlayStation 1. And so that's definitely the favorite gift I ever received. My least favorite gift is probably clothes. You know, when you're younger, right? So clothes are like miserable. You're like, no, don't get me clothes. I don't want clothes. But now that I'm older, I love clothes for Christmas. It's awesome. Like right now, I'm wearing new socks I got yesterday for Christmas, and they feel amazing. You know what new socks really feel like? I mean, obviously when you're younger, you're like, you know, I don't want new socks. That sounds stupid. But when you're older, you're like, hell yes, new socks. You know, that's just kind of how it goes. But back then, you know, when you're younger, clothes is definitely your least favorite gift. I've never gotten a gift so bad that I could deem it, you know, my least favorite. So I'm just gonna say clothes in general. And it looks like that's the final question. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this week's episode of Dear Nero, the holiday themed episode of Dear Nero. And you know, hopefully not the last holiday themed episode of Dear Nero. Hopefully, you know, next Christmas I'll still be around. I'll still be making Dear Neros. We can make this one more time. But I hope you guys will enjoy the video. Please rate wherever you guys will deserve, because remember, a rating of any kind helps. And depending on your opinion of the video, you liked it, you disliked it, whatever, any kind of rating helps the video grow. It's an awesome thing. I hope you guys all had a good Merry Christmas. Hope you guys all have a Happy New Year, and hope you guys all have a wonderful day.
I was banging 7 gram rocks, that's how I roll. I got one gift.